In beautiful North Yorkshire, in the pretty town of Kirby Moorside, lives auctioneer Angus Ashworth.
110, commission's out, 110 in the room.
Here he runs his auction house.
I am selling at £1,800.
With his devoted team of valuers.
Wow, this is amazing.
Auction clerks.
The electric shock machine. A few of my staff could do with this.
And removal men.
It suits you, that, you know.
Do you think?
Together they help people up and down the country clear their cluttered homes.
Oh my goodness, did all that come out of my house?
Yes.
Using his years of knowledge,
That's probably one of the most valuable 50p's there is.
Angus finds gems,
This is a fantastic collection.
heirlooms,
Look at that. I think that's one of the best things on the job, that.
treasures,
That takes me back to being a 12-year-old boy, that does.
and the weird and wonderful,
We like horses, don't we? Wow. OK.
which he brings back to the auction house
It's the best silver in the world, isn't it? Yorkshire silver.
to put under his gavel,
65, 75, 85, 90, is it?
making them a tidy,
1,200, 1,300, 1,400 pounds.
little
£20,800.
sum.
I think I need a light done.
As the sun rises over Kirby Moorside, it's shaping up to be another scorcher in Yorkshire. And at the auction house, the heat is on.
Rydell Auctioneer, Sandy speaking. How can I help?
The team process around 20,000 items for sale every month. But for Angus, unearthing hidden treasures is all in a day's work. As long as he's got someone to help with the heavy lifting.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
You all right?
Yeah, not too
Good.
bad.
I need one of you to come to near Durham with me to do a little job. But I'm going to make it easy. Heads or tails, Jack?
Heads.
Heads it is. Looks like you're coming.
Right, perfect.
And guess what we're picking up?
Chippendale furniture.
No, coins.
Oh, right.
See what I did?
Ah.
Yeah. Come on, see you, Nick.
See you later, mate.
Angus and specialist book valuer Jack are making the 90-minute drive north across the Yorkshire moors to a former mining village 5 miles west of Durham.
Should be a fairly straight run up. A19 across. Perfect. Well, it's Durham. Well, I say Durham, it's Ashwinning, if I pronounce that right.
They're on their way to meet sisters Christine and Alison, who are looking to clear some things from their late dad, Alan's home.
Dad was a character,
Yes.
wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
He liked to tell stories about local history.
He was very entertaining as well, even when he was in the care home. Lots of the ladies who took care of him would just come and sit with him to hear his stories.
Alan died earlier this year at the grand old age of 94, and throughout his long life accumulated a diverse assortment of knickknacks and curios.
Dad had so many different kinds of things. Cap badges from regiments and things like that, but we don't know where they're from. The coins that Dad's kept over the years. And the other interesting thing was Dad had kept all of his hair cutting gear from when he was a barber, and we weren't sure if they were worth anything.
Christine now lives in Switzerland and plans to maintain Dad's house as a holiday home for her family.
I didn't go through this. I think to keep that.
And whilst the sisters have kept hold of the more sentimental items, they're happy for Angus to tackle the rest.
I think we're up here. Want to find the right turning. It's not like me to get it wrong, is it, Jack?
No, not at all.
We shall go and see what's what. Hi, how are you doing? You all right?
Thank
you.
Fine.
Right,
Come in,
thank
come
you.
in. Yes.
Kitchen. This is where you grew up.
Yes, both of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was 2 when I moved into this house, but Alison was born later. This was the room that everything happened in. The television was in here. The Rayburn was here.
The kitchen's always the heart of the home, isn't it?
It was, and Mother was a great cook
Yeah.
and baker. Oh, she made her own bread, her own cakes. She was marvellous, wasn't she?
And keen gardeners, by the look of it, a big garden.
Yes.
Dad extended the garden so they had 2 sections, and he bought an extra section so that he could have more vegetables and a lawn.
He believed in doing everything in the correct way, and the correct way is to rotate your vegetables. And they had to be perfect, you know, absolutely symmetrical. And that appealed to Dad's sense of order.
Very structured man, was he?
Yes.
He liked things to be straight and neat and tidy.
Christine and Alison have laid out many of Alan's belongings neatly, ready for inspection. Dad would surely have approved.
It's like a table of curiosities,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Yeah. Absolutely love that. It's the old vintage Brill cream bottle.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Dad had a barber shop here in the village.
Okay.
From the age of 21. But the shop had a smell of Brill cream. It is a
Yes.
distinctive smell.
But will it translate into the sweet smell of hard cash?
All right, let me go have a look, and I'll go get Jack. Brilliant.
Okay.
It's high time the boys got cracking.
Now then.
Now then, you're right.
Yeah, not bad.
Good. Very straightforward. Some interesting bits, I think, to go through, but I'll let you have a look through them and can pull out the bits that are worth selling. There's going to be some bits they want to keep, you know, family history that they keep in the house. It's just a bit of a fin out. Don't think there'll be too much, Paul. Go see what I can find.
Perfect.
The items may be neatly laid out, but when Angus sees a cardboard box, he can't resist a good rummage.
Show catalogues
Wow.
along with it.
Look at this.
And it usually pays off.
There you go. First prize at Crufts, 1963.
Alan and his wife Harriet bred champion poodles for decades, the 1963 Crufts win being their crowning glory.
Not something we've sold before. I mean, we've had old country show
Yeah.
certificates from, you know, local shows that are, you know, from the 1800s that sell well because they've got that local interest. But, yeah, interesting, those.
You'll be best in show if you keep carrying out those boxes, Jack. Alan was an RAF Barber in the late 1940s. And it looks like Angus has found some keepsakes.
You know, his service book here, RAF service book. A keen, clean and smart airman who was efficient in his trade of barber. I mean, it's great, isn't it? I mean, what an archive, you know, all the old photos. I mean, his ration books. It's not just family history, it's social history, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's great to see that they're keeping it, to be honest. And it's great that it's all still present. I mean, from, you know, 1891. And it's still with the same family, still there.
With these more sentimental items staying in Durham, there's still plenty of other nooks and crannies for Angus to explore.
Dad's collected, I think, foreign coins first, to be
Yes.
honest. Dad, being the person he is, he would ask anybody who travelled, will you bring me a coin? And I don't know how many kilos of coins we have now.
As well as foreign coins, in the 60s, Alan used to keep an eye out for any older coins that were spent in his barber shop, putting them aside for his personal collection.
Aha! Typical Alan. Everything's been packaged in its little groups. So we've got a pack there of 2 shilling pieces, all from the 1940s. Excellent, because that's got a silver content, because it's pre-47.
Coins minted before 1947 contain at least 50% pure silver, making them much more valuable.
Most of these are 44 that I can see. So there's quite a bit of weight there. There's quite a bit of silver content. So it's going to add up. He's labelled every little packet. And look, he's even put them in the old little brown envelopes. This is the gem of the job. Face value, you might not think it's the most interesting thing, but the money is in here. A box like that, with the amount of silver content in the coins, could be several £100 a box.
Alan was a canny chap indeed. With such a vast collection, which will be divided into 20 separate lots, the family could be sitting on a pretty penny.
I really like that. Buried in this corner is what looks like a vintage, I'm guessing it's a dog crate from when he used to show his dogs.
You'd be barking mad not to take that one, Angus.
Look at that.
That's really nice, that.
Back downstairs, the boys are joining forces once again. These vintage kitchen units were once owned by Alan's mother and date back nearly a century.
They were made quite often just out of a plywood, so they're very prone to worm and damage, but in good order, they sell well.
The kitchen cabinet was her meat safe, it was her fridge, it was her chopping board, and in the style of the 30s.
The other thing I like about them, Jack, is their light.
Yes.
Dad would have been thrilled to think that this was happening. And then obviously the auction, when it comes to that point, he would be even more fascinated with that.
I mean, we haven't obviously cleared the house, but we thinned it out, and there's a few bits that have gone, and I suppose really it's the start of a new chapter for the home, isn't it?
Well, it is, yes. This house, having grown up in it, having both of us grown up in it, I'm finding it very, very hard to let go.
It'd be nice to keep the house,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, and that's
You get to see
what
your sister
Dad
a
had
bit.
wanted
Yes.
in any case.
Yeah.
Have a good trip back to Switzerland, and
Okay.
we'll see you both on auction day.
Great.
Looking
Brilliant.
forward to it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Every day's different. That's what makes this job so interesting. But do you know what? I have never sold a Crufts first prize before.
Every dog has its day, Angus. Here's hoping auction day will be yours. The goodies have arrived back in Kirby Moorside for closer inspection.
Let's see what he's got this time.
On unload duties today are removals experts Gary and Pete.
I bet this is a pigeon carrier.
Old kitchen cupboard by the looks of it.
Angus brought 2 of these 1930s kitchen units back from Durham.
That meat racking at the bottom. Look at that.
Price of shopping, that's all we're going to need, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Late night, was it, Barney?
Boxes and boxes of coins.
Yeah, no, there's some more there. It reminds me of my granddad and his 5p's collecting for TV licence.
Oh, look at them all bagged up.
The smart money's on the coins, but specialist valuer Mark and Pete have spotted something else.
Have you seen what this is, by any chance?
It's an electric shock
No, it's not.
treatment.
Really?
Popular in the Victorian times.
Yeah.
All the little things, just spin it around and it gives you electric shock.
Electric shock treatment as a therapy was discovered in the 19th century. The Victorians believed it could cure anything from headaches and heart palpitations to rheumatism and impotence. They weren't entirely wrong. A refined form of ECT is still used to treat depression today.
It's meant to be good for you.
Shocking, whatever it'll be.
That's really neat.
Over the next 7 days, it's all hands on deck to prepare the goods for auction. Every item must be in the catalogue a week before the sale to help stir up interest in the lots. The big day has arrived. And while Alison has made the short hop across the moors to Kirby Moorside, her sister Christine has travelled from her home in Switzerland to say goodbye to Dad Alan's things.
Yeah, it's amazing when you see it all like that.
He was a barber, so he's got some nice Barber ephemera, including that amazing Brill cream dispenser. Although feeling a little bit of pressure, I mean, Christine's flown in from Switzerland for this sale, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the coins, look.
He was good at collecting them from the end of the day, wasn't he, in the shop?
Yes,
Going
yes.
through them and picking out which
Exactly.
ones might be worth hanging on to.
Yeah.
You know, the coins should be all right. Unfortunately, the silver price has dropped since we've collected the items, so the value sort of dropped on the coins. But, you know, some interesting bits.
Does it make you feel emotional looking at them now? Because they're going to be gone, aren't they?
Yes, because I can remember doing it with Dad.
Ah, yeah.
Looking at them all, and he was telling me the tales of, you know, where he got certain things wrong.
Hopefully, we'll find some good homes for it all. And hopefully, we're going back to Switzerland happy.
The sale room is already filling up with eager buyers, and on hand to track internet bids are Emma and Heather. As Christine and Alison take their seats and Angus takes to the rostrum, it's showtime! There are 41 lots up for grabs. First up, the plywood pet carrier, which Angus found gathering dust in Alan's loft.
There we go, it's down there. It'll do for, you know, rabbits, dogs, children, anything like that, really. £20 start me. £20 start me at 20 for this lovely dog case there. At £20 at 20. Lovely thing is that. 20 and bid, thank you, £20 and bid at 20. It's a crawl in an attic for this. We all done at £20.
Sold to a buyer from North Yorkshire.
That's a handy thing.
Yeah.
So he sold the pet carrier. How about a set of awards to go with it?
Croft first prize in there, third prize, second prizes. There we go, where should be for this? £50 start me. £50 start me. 50 and bid at £50 and bid at 50 it is, then at £50 at 50. 5, 60, 5, 70 at £70 it is. £70 at 70 at 70 at £70.
It's another sale.
We had no idea,
We didn't know it was even there.
No.
Now, can this next lot generate a similar buzz?
The electric shock machine. It's very good for you. Wind it up, give yourself a little, you know, buzz in the morning. A few of my staff could do with this.
I knew you
What? Not you two, obviously. You do, you know, you're on it. There we go. We're off. 30, 32, 30, 35. Shockingly cheap is that. 35, 38, 40. £40 a bit at 40. 42, surely. Make a great Christmas present for somebody, wouldn't it?
It would, actually.
You know, mother-in-law or...
Now, Angus.
At £40 at 42, 42 back in. We're all done at £42. I'm selling at 42. Five. Not done yet at £45 at 45 it is then. At 45 it is then. We're all done. Going to sell at 45. 8. We might as well round it up to 50. 50 and bid at 50. Thank you. We got there in the end. We're all done. Selling at 50.
It's another sale.
It's reserved at the bottom.
603.
Good.
Next under the gavel are the vintage kitchen units. Alan had inherited 2 pieces from his parents. A marble top one is up first.
All the lots you've all been waiting for. There we go. The retro kitchen units. There we go. I've got a couple of bids on this. Takes me in at £65. £65 a bid at 65 it is. At £65 at 65, 75, 80. £80 it is, then at £80 at 80. At £80 at 80, £5.90. £90 at 90. We're all done for the marble top kitchen cabinet at £90.
It's amazing.
There's the marble on the top of it.
Sold to a local buyer. Perhaps the second unit will also cook up some interest.
I've got 55, 60, £60 round at 65, 75, 80 to come to life now. 85 round at £90 a bid at 90. At £90 it is, then at £90 at 90.
Once again, the bids are flying in.
Nice little piece, isn't it? There we go. 95, fresh bid, 95, 100, thank you. I'm going to sell at £100.
Wow. Gosh.
Both pieces have been snapped up by the same buyer. Sounds like someone's planning a home makeover. Next up is the first of our coins.
This is the pre-1947 coins there. There we go.
There are 80 of Alan's collection of pre-1947 high silver content coins, including several half-crowns showing George V and George VI.
140 we start at. 140, 150, 160, 170.
2 internet bidders are battling it out between them.
180, 190, 200, 210. At 210 it is. At £210 it is, then at 210. At 210 for the first lot there. We're all done selling the coins at 210.
Sold to a buyer from West Yorkshire. Over the next 15 minutes, Angus puts a further 18 coin lots under the gavel.
All done at 210. £200.
Bringing in a total of £1,817. A pretty penny indeed. But the auction is not quite over yet. The final lot is something special. A treasure salvaged from Alan's lifelong career as a barber.
My favourite thing out the house, there we go. Lovely is this, the vintage black glass, it's original, Brill cream dispenser. How cool is that? There we go, I've got £30 bid. £30 a bid at 30, at £30, 55 we're up to. 55, 60, anywhere is it now? 60, 65 and 70 is it now? £70 anywhere is it now? £70 at 70, 75, 80 is it now? 80, 85, 90, anywhere is it now? At 90 is it now? 90, 95, rounded up surely to 100, £100, and 100 and bid. £100 it is then at 100. We're all done for the Brill cream. At £100 that I'm selling at 100.
How's that for a slick sale?
That's very good.
It
I'm
is.
pleased about that.
Yeah.
Because Dad didn't even know it was worth anything.
It just goes to show, ladies, you never know what could be lurking in those cupboards.
Hello,
Hi.
there we go.
Hi.
How are you doing? All right?
Yeah.
How did you find that?
Oh, it's interesting, yeah. And interesting things with the cabinet and the brooch, I
Yes.
think, so.
I think that was the biggest surprise for you was the cabinets, wasn't it?
It was. It was really a surprise.
Yeah, and the marble top cabinet as well, because, I mean,
Yeah,
really,
yes.
it's just been
Gosh.
used as storage for so long, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You'll be taking home £2,335.
Oh, that's
Okay.
lovely. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much indeed.
You're most
Angus,
welcome.
Thank you.
for coming and
Enjoyed it.
doing the big job of shifting all of this stuff.
It's all right.
One of Alan's last wishes was for any proceeds from his coin collection to be split between his grandchildren. That'll give them something to celebrate.
Dad would be really pleased
Yes, that's
that he's left something that was
Yes.
of some value like that.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see how other people see your things.
Yeah, well, the process as well, Dad would be, he would have liked to have been here and seen
Yeah,
it
that's
going
right.
through as himself.
The coins did well. What was also really special was that the bits that were very personal to their dad, Alan being a barber, sold and went to new homes, particularly his sort of dispenser. I mean, I think that's probably meant the most to them that did well. But overall, fairly good results.
From coins and cutlery to tea sets and teddy bears, there's not much that Angus can't sell. And any man who can handle the cut and thrust of an auction can surely wrangle a couple of small dogs.
They're like chalk and cheese. Dad's all right. Look, he doesn't listen to a word I says.
He's
He's
gone off now.
Yeah. Come on, Toby. Come on. Right, come on. I'll get
Yeah.
him in, Jack. We'll get off.
Perfect.
Yes, Toby. Come on. Come on. Toby. Such a diva, aren't you?
Let's hope Angus's next job goes a little more smoothly than that.
Oh, don't show the mess in there. Jim will kill me.
It's a short hop of just 40 miles across North Yorkshire to the genteel town of Harrogate.
It's usually a good area for finding some nice items, isn't it?
We've had a lot of nice stuff come from Harrogate, haven't we?
The area may be known for its health spas and tea rooms, but there'll be no R&R for Angus and Jack.
You can see a lady called Amanda, and she looks after Derek, who's well into his 90s.
God, that's a good age.
And they're sort of rejigging the house because I think they're going to host a Ukrainian family.
Amanda and 95-year-old Derek were neighbours for more than 50 years until the pandemic struck and she invited him to move in with her and Great Dane Amadeus to form a bubble.
I've always felt very strongly about caring for older people particularly. When we talked about it, didn't we, whether I should move in with you or whether you should move in with me.
That's right.
We decided it would probably be better for you to move in with me, didn't we?
That was correct, yes. I think it's been quite successful, actually, don't you?
I think we get along very well together.
We do.
2.5 years on, Derek's here to stay, including all his things. And now he and Amanda are getting ready for some new arrivals.
We have a family arriving from Ukraine. I think they're in Moldova at the moment, so they've managed to get out, and they're just waiting visas now.
With a family of 5 due any day now and a house spilling over with their combined clutter, Amanda and Derek need a clear out sharpish.
That's why we've got this sort of need for speed here, because as soon as they get their visas, they'll be on their way. It's absolute chaos. There is so much stuff, and you can't move it anywhere because there's something there that needs to be moved. I've just run out of space.
After an hour, Angus and Jack finally arrive in the picturesque town of Harrogate. But there's no time for high tea in one of its lovely cafes. An important job is waiting.
Okay, we should be anywhere along here, Jack. Keep your eyes peeled. Here we go, this looks like it.
Oh, wow.
Nice driveway through the trees. This looks promising.
Well, we've asked Angus to come in to help us. I think he's a very honest person, and he will actually tell me if something's worth auctioning or not.
Trees, climbing roses. Looks nice, this. You know, you just get that feel about certain jobs, don't you?
Hey, Angus.
How are you doing? You all right?
Lovely to see you.
And you.
Welcome.
Thank you. What a wonderful spot.
It's lovely, isn't it? Are you okay with the dog?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Don't you worry, Amanda. Angus and dogs go together like tea and biscuits.
Come on down.
Amanda used to run a tea room from here, but since the pandemic, she's decided not to reopen.
This is the old dining room, which we used actually for the tea room as well. And this is the old sitting room, complete with the old grandfather clock.
Wonderful. We like them. They're not quite what they used to be.
I know, yes.
But, you know, it's nice. And I've spied in the corner, that's a Snaffles print.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Charles Johnson Payne, who went by the name of Snaffles, was an early 20th century British painter known for his prints of horses.
That's nice because it's got a couple of interest points. One, because it's Snaffles, but two, it's an interesting sort of military scene, which is quite a popular subject. I'll do a bit of checking on price on that and come back to you with a sale estimate, because they do vary quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
You're fairly happy for me to sort of have a good look round, and if I see something that I think's potentially worthwhile, then possibly that could go. And
You're the experts. I haven't a clue on what's going to go to jumble and what can go to auction.
Fine.
That's your shot.
I'll go get Jack and let's see what we can rustle up.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Potential goodies are lurking all over the premises, so Angus and Jack will have to work methodically.
I mean, Amanda's got items everywhere. There's buildings, there's sheds, all these different rooms, and I don't think we're really going to be clearing any particular room, but it's a matter of going round and seeing what's in here that would go. And actually, you know, this is very saleable.
This copper coal bin was once used for decoration in Amanda's tea room.
Polished up, that'll look lovely. These rivets, the little lion paw feet and the lion mask handles. Now, that's a good country house. You'll hear a lot of people saying country house, and that's the new sort of buzzword really in the industry. People like that country house look. And that polished up next to the side of a fire or even a wood burner, piled up with logs, will look very impressive.
But before Angus tackles any more rooms, he's off to find the man of the house.
Derek?
Hello.
Hello. Angus.
How do you do? Are you all right?
Hello. Yes, thank you very much.
Good. Well, what a wonderful place you have.
Yes, it's rather nice here.
You've moved in to look after Amanda, is that right?
Vice versa, both. Well, both.
Both, yeah.
We look after each other.
We do
Good.
indeed.
Excellent, excellent.
Derek, his wife Marie and their son Howard had always been close with Amanda's family. But a tragedy more than 30 years ago brought them even closer.
We lost Howard in a motor accident. He was going off to work in the morning in his car, and the woman postal van come into the village, and it veered across the road straight into him. And we lost my boy. He was just a really nice lad, and he was very likeable.
You could not like Howard. He was lovely, yeah.
Derek's wife Marie passed away in 2014. But before she died, she had one final wish.
She asked me if I would make sure Derek was all right when she knew she wasn't going to be around for him, and I promised her that I would. Ostensibly, I'm looking after you, but I'm so glad to have Derek's company here. It's quite a big place. I can't imagine being here on my own, and it's just so lovely to know that Derek's here.
While Angus has been chatting, Jack's been a busy boy in the conservatory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely sort of sea chest, isn't it? Wonderful thing. What a chest. Oh, look at that.
Seaman's chests were used by sailors to store their personal effects while at sea. Amanda used this one to store her Christmas decorations.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's like a dressing table, cabin chest, everything you wanted to go on a voyage, wasn't it?
What I like about it as well is when you see the outside, you don't expect what you get inside.
Quality of the locks, the metalwork, the brassware. I'll tell you what, it's going to be heavy, this. Right, well, we best get it on the van. Do you know what? I think that's one of the best things on the job, that.
I do as well, I'd agree with you for that.
God, imagine if this was full of stuff. Got it, weigh a ton.
Put your backs into it, me hearties. This treasure hunt's not over yet. Next stop for Angus is Amanda's spare bedroom.
These are lovely, mother of pearl in gold. 2 pairs of cufflinks in there. They're nice little set. There's probably 150-ish, £200 there. Couple of ladies' rings in there. They're going to be all right. It's a big, heavy signet ring. It's unmarked, but we could test that, see if it's gold.
Incredibly, Amanda found this ring one day whilst digging in the garden.
Yeah, it's not a bad little lot. That drawer full there, there's probably 800, £1,000 in that drawer. So, you know, a little drawer like that soon adds up to the overall value of bits that I think Amanda's happy to go.
Back downstairs, Amanda's been doing a bit of last-minute digging.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good noise. I like that noise.
I like them.
It's a 1940s set of sterling silver fish cutlery.
Fish bits not so popular anymore, but they're Sheffield silvers, so they're nice.
For that authentic taste of Yorkshire. But not everything here is local. There are a couple of pieces of Japanese porcelain, a Kutani vase and some Satsuma ware.
Satsuma ware. It originates from the Satsuma province in Japan, and in its early form sort of developed in the 1600s, but it was in the 19th century that it rose to prominence as an export ware to sell to the Western market.
Satsuma is earthenware finished with a crackled glaze. Early 19th century pieces, made before the era of mass production, can fetch thousands of pounds at auction.
This probably dates from the turn of the century, 1900s to about 1920, so it's not the earliest of pieces. Sadly, there is a small little old chip on it which will affect the value. But a nice thing, lots of characters and figures on it. You know, we'll put a speculative sort of £50 to £100 on it, I think, and see where we end up. But it's the sort of thing that sometimes they can get carried away with on the internet. Well, we're just about packed up, I think, and we'll have a final sweep, and there's a few things that I think Amanda's still deciding on. But my favourite thing is that chest. I mean, it is superb. Yeah, we'll get wrapped up, I'll get Jack, get these last few bits on, and then it's back to the sale room.
The van is loaded up and ready to roll. With a fair wind behind them, the boys will be home in no time.
Oh my goodness, did all that come out of my house?
Yes.
I feel a real sense of relief, actually. You know, now I can actually start to utilise the space that we've created.
Yeah.
And it's the next phase now of getting ready for our family to arrive, which could be any time.
Well, we'll get shut up and we'll get back to the sale room, give my best to Derek, and we'll see you on auction day.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Take
Thanks.
care. Bye.
It's been a slightly longer day than what I first thought it'd be, but we've got some good bits. It's good, get back, get catalogued up, and onto the auction. And
I'm just so pleased that when I go back into the house now, I will have space, but also I'm a little bit wary of auctions. I really don't want to bring anything back.
After a full-on day clearing Amanda and Derek's home in Harrogate, Angus and Jack have once again left the big unload in the capable hands of Gary and Pete.
Jack's tying up. Might be Angus, actually.
And they're decidedly unimpressed with the boss's handiwork.
That's terrible, Angus.
The knots may not be Pete perfect, but at least the gears arrived intact.
Yeah, I thought we didn't do wardrobes anymore.
Yeah, so did I.
We're going to have to deliver this, aren't we?
Yeah, it's always the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't sell to someone in a top-floor flat, eh, Gary? Meanwhile, an item Amanda used to have in her tea room has caught the eye of specialist valuer Mark.
And this is a family album. At the time, it would have been expensive to get a photograph. So it was mainly the middle to upper classes who could afford it. And what they were doing was they were actually showing off their wealth. It's social history, and it's a very nice album. Very popular in the Victorian times. And that's a beard.
Yeah, that's a beard and a half.
It's not a patch on yours, Mark.
That's a lovely book, that, Pete.
The auction is in a couple of weeks, and there's so much to do, Angus has even drafted in his mum, Caroline, to help catalogue the items.
Oh, this looks interesting.
She and specialist picture valuer Charlotte are checking out the Snaffles print.
Yeah, it is typical. It's different because Snaffles always did horses, but they're mule. He was a military artist in the 1910s 10, somewhere around there.
early 1900s,
Yes, he did a lot of Indian Raj type artwork.
It's got that classic narrative down here, hasn't it?
It's as much about that almost as the picture. There was always a sense of humour in his pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the greatest moving horse artists there was, really, at the time. So.
And it's signed, isn't it?
Yes. It's not in good condition,
No,
is it?
I was
I
looking
mean,
at
it's
that.
heavily foxed.
Foxing is the brown spotting that appears over time on paper and old books, usually as a result of mould.
Not on the little etching one
So it's over
there.
to Angus now, see how much you can sell it for, isn't it?
Absolutely. Up to you, Angus, no pressure.
There you go, my dear.
Amanda and Derek have arrived in Kirby Moorside, and they're not alone.
Wait a minute. Come on then.
Great Dane Amadeus has come along for the ride.
Morning.
Oh, hi, Angus.
Hello, how are
Good
you? Look
morning.
at this, you get your own ramp.
How are you?
I'm not so bad. How are we both doing?
We're all right, are we, Derek?
We're all right.
We've
Yeah.
got a cup of tea, so we're all right.
Oh, well, come on in and
Right,
have a
yeah.
look round and
Thank you very
shout
much.
if you need anything.
Come on then, good boy. That's it.
It's pretty clear who the star of the show will be today.
So I think that's going to cause the biggest stir in the sale room because he's a big old boy, isn't he?
So, do you recognise that table, Derek? That was in the shed.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have a good day. We've had mixed inquiries, so at this stage, I don't know if there's anything that's going to fly.
I'm admiring this seafarer's chest.
Really?
It's absolutely wonderful.
I used it to keep Christmas decorations in for a while once I'd discovered it.
The thing I'm most hopeful for is the Japanese ceramics. We've had a lot of inquiries on that, a lot of overseas inquiries, so potentially that might be the surprise of the day, but you never know until the last moment.
Anticipation is building, and Angus's team are limbering up. Doing the heavy lifting today is goods assistant James, while Emma and Heather watch those all-important internet bids. But the keenest eyes of all will be those of Amanda and Derek. Strap in, folks. It's auction time.
We're going to go on to this little run now. There we go. All out of a very nice house near Harrogate.
There are 31 lots up for grabs today. The first was found buried under a layer of mud in Amanda's garden.
This is the big signet ring there, sort of worn there, so it's lost its mark. There we go. Where's your beef? This got 150, 160, 160, 170, 180 is it now? 180, 190, 200 anywhere now. At 200 is it? 210. 210 it is. At 210 for the heavy ring there. 220.
Not bad for a day's
£230
garden.
right now. At 230 we're all done. The gavel is up. £230.
A bona fide piece of buried treasure.
Very good. Yeah, wow. I say, I'll dig in the garden a bit more, I think. See what else is out there.
Up next, there's 2 gold rings in one lot, both of which are set with diamonds.
Straight in at 150, 150, 160, 170, 180 is it now? 180, 190, 200 is it? £200, 210, 210, 220 anywhere is it now? 230 and 40 is it now?
2 internet bidders are going head to head.
240, 250 we're out at 250,
Good,
250, 260 anywhere, at 260, 270, at £270 it is. I'm going to sell then at 270, I'm selling at 270, 270, thank you.
It's a great start for Amanda and Derek. Can Angus continue riding the wave of good fortune with the Seaman's chest?
This is lovely, isn't it?
Angus took a real shine to it, and it has a reserve price of £300. If this price isn't met, the chest is going nowhere.
This isn't just a trunk, this is a thing of quality.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. As you see it there, all fitted out, lovely thing. I can open at 250. 250 I have, at £250 it is, then at 250, at 250, 260, 270, 280, £280 it's at. We're all done for the trunk, you never know, it might be full of sovereigns. Pirate's treasure. At 280, at £280 at 280.
Having failed to meet its reserve, the chest will be saved for a future sale. Maybe Angus will have more luck with this set of Sheffield-made silver cutlery.
I mean, it's the best silver in the world, isn't it? Yorkshire silver.
£50, I'm bid at 50. 5, 60, £60, I'm bid at 60, my bid at 60. I've got 3 of you in. 5, 65 it is, 65, 70, 75. At 75 it is, then nice, clean, tidy set at 75, 80, 80, 85, £85. 85, the computer's on fire. 90, £95, rounded up to 100 surely. 100 and bid at 100, 110, thank you, 110. 120, 120 it is, then 130, 130, going strong. At 130 it is, 140, 150, thank you. 150 it is, then at 160, 160, 160 at £160 it is, then selling at 160.
It's been snapped up by a local bidder. Now, from God's own country to the land of the rising sun, there's been keen interest in the Satsuma ware bowl, which has been paired with another Japanese piece, a Katani vase.
This is a nice lot, isn't it? We're at £110, 110 a bid, at 110, see 130, bid 140, 150, 150, 160, 170, 170, 180, it's a good lot this, 190, 200, at £200 at 200, 210. We all done at 210, I'm selling the Oriental lot at £210.
Sold to an online bidder from Sussex.
How much was it?
Over 200. 210 it sold.
Very good.
Yeah.
Over the next 20 minutes, a further 13 lots fly out of the sale room, including the Victorian family photo album,
At £30.
a mixed collection of trinkets Angus found in one of Amanda's drawers,
50 and bid at £50 at 50.
and the copper coal bin.
All done, gavel is up at 50.
Very good.
The final lot is the snaffle sign print that Angus spotted on Amanda's wall.
Quite an unusual scene for snaffles, there we go. Got 250 start, £250 and bid at 250. To the snaffles then at 250, 260, 270, thank you, 270, 280, 290, 290. For the snaffles mountain print there, 290 looking for 300. Gonna sell that on the book at 290.
And with that, the sale is over.
Boink.
Well, quite, Derek. The question is, how much boink have you got for your buck?
Oh,
Hi,
there we
Angus.
go. How was that?
Oh my goodness, well, it was really interesting. It was great.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple of good results, didn't we?
Yeah.
The fish knives and forks, I thought, did a good price.
Yes, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, something that I would have thought, oh, they're lovely, but never would have used them.
I suppose you'd like to know what you're taking home. You'll be going home with £1,359.
Oh,
that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Dave,
What are you doing with your pal?
That's very kind of you, thank you. It's been a really positive experience. The impetus was needing to create space in the house, and it was just such a blessing that Angus came, and obviously we've made some money to boot, so we're really pleased.
I was really pleased that the Oriental Ceramics did well. We had a feeling they might, and they did. I was a bit disappointed with the Seaman's chest, but I think perhaps maybe not the right sale type for them. So we've got another sale coming up that'll be more that type of thing in furniture. So I think on another day it'll make the money. End result overall has been pretty good.